Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. In this particular video, I'm going to be talking about what Nagelsmann had to say after the game yesterday that we lost 4-2 to Bochum. I believe I said that right. If I said that wrong, though, I do apologise. Yeah, what he had to say, what Kimmich had to say, you know, Kimmich being one of our senior players in there, and then obviously there is a update on Alphonso Davies, and yeah, we're gonna get into that all in this video. As always, if you haven't already, smash the thumbs up button if you're going to enjoy the video. If you're new here, hit the big old red subscribe button. We're getting closer and closer to 300 subscribers, which is mad because it was only 200 recently. We've been doing this for 3 months and the support is absolutely amazing, so thank you very much. Let's get crack-a-lacking into this video though. The player ratings have already come out. Go check them out. But let's get into this. So Julian Nagelsmann says after the game, congratulations to Bochum. Again, if I butchered that, I apologise. They deserved their victory today. We played a very bad first half. We had a plan and the plan didn't work out. So I won't criticise the team. I had to react and make changes earlier. The second half was better, but it was too late. Yeah, no, 100%. You know, we come out, you know, terribly. You know what I mean? You know, at the start, very good. You know, we got ourselves the goal, and then it just went downhill from there. You know, so yeah. He does talk in a minute about the why he played this certain formation that he played, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But yeah, let's carry on though. So just cutting down through his what he says there. It is, at the end of the day, the plan that he had didn't work out, and they executed absolutely everything, and it's 100% congratulations to them. You know, coming up through the second division and then being a mid-table club is brilliant for them. It generally is, and that's not belittling. I'm not trying to be belittling. Generally, it's good for them, you know. So GG to them. And then let's carry on. So then he also said, we did better in the second half, except for the first 2 minutes where we almost suffered a fifth. If we had scored earlier, it would have been more exciting. I made the changes way too late. In the end, it was a well-deserved victory for them. Again, 100%. You know, I like the fact that, of course, I don't like the fact that we lost. We should never lose, especially to a team like that. No offense, with the stars we got on, we should never lose. Even with our second team, we should be getting close to them. We generally should. Like, I'm not trying to be horrible, but we generally should. You know, we got the world's best player, Lewandowski. Yeah, he did score 2 goals, but in general, you know, you can't just hope for Lewandowski. We have the likes of Serge Gnabry. We have the likes of Müller. We have Sane, Coman, Kimmich. Like, it's ridiculous, the players that we have. These players are starters for every single club around the world. Let's not get it twisted. Of course, there's other players, but Serge Gnabry goes in every team. So does Sane. So does Müller. Coman, I'd say he probably does as well. And I'm damn sure that Kimmich does. So it's crazy. It generally is. And then he also said on why he played the certain formation he did with a number 6, with Kimmich playing the centre defensive mid role, if you want to say it, and didn't start with Tolisso. He says, I didn't want to sacrifice any striker player. I would have to take away either Coman, Gnabry, Lewandowski, Müller or Sane with a back 4. That is why we made this decision. Now, I think in his mind he's right. In my mind he's wrong, because at the end of the day, sacrifice has to happen. It generally does. You can't be playing with, like, if one of the lads, you know, get dropped, oh wow, that makes us more what's the word I'm looking for? More of a threat, because we play 45 minutes, for instance, 60 minutes, for instance, with Serge Gnabry and Coman, or Serge Gnabry and Sane, or whatever way round, right? And then you bring the player that you haven't got on, and that's just going to boost us even more, because they're going to have all of the energy, and then you can also spot the mistakes. If they're very intelligent players, don't get it twisted. These are professional footballers, even though they weren't that professional yesterday because we lost. But in my point is, right, at the end of the day, Nagelsmann can't react to them on the he's on the sidelines. He can't huddle them up and talk. They've just got to do what they do. That's why we conceded it in the 38th, I think it was, the 40th and then the 44th. Because we can't react to it that quickly. So I agree with him in a certain way, but also in a certain way I totally disagree with that. But that's just my opinion. You guys can let me know what you think. I'm just obviously reacting to what's been said. And then he also got asked the question, did you yell at the players in the first half, or were things quiet? And what that basically means was, after the first half, with us getting absolutely butchered, did you go in there all guns blazing, you know, hairdryer treatment if you want to say, and absolutely like ram the players? And he actually does say no. In that he says when you're sitting in the dressing room in Bochum in the first half, first half after conceding 4 goals, you don't need to shout as a coach. Every player at this level should be aware that it wasn't enough. Julian Nagelsmann says so. Yeah, like, of course it's not enough. We should never be 4 goals down. Never, ever, ever. We really shouldn't. With the team that we have, you know, you could say, oh yeah, but you're weak on this side. Yeah, but Pavard's still a good player. He's still a good player. He's just not a world-class player that we need. You know, it's just crazy to me. And also, back onto him talking about why he played all of those strikers. The fact that he did kind of cost us in a certain way, because of then you played Hernandez as a left back and Rara as a centre back. He was our best player in the defence. So yeah, there's that. Either way, and then he was also asked about Uthman Khan's presentation, and he says, I don't want to talk about individual players. The whole team didn't have a good first half performance. And that's that. Strum. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Now let's quickly get on to what Kimmich had to say after the game. This one's a lot shorter, I apologise, excuse me. Right, let's get into this. So Joshua Kimmich says, and this is what he says, we did our worst performance of the season all match today. We lacked everything you need to win a match. If something like this happens once a season, then it can happen, but it already happened against Gladbach. Yep, you're not wrong there. So we have to be careful. Kimmich then also says, with such an attitude, such body language, this has nothing to do with tactics or a game plan. We have to ask ourselves and ask if this is the mentality of FC Bayern Munich. And I 100% agree. You know, yeah, like, you know, he didn't have his best performance, but you've got to look at yourself in the mirror, basically, is what he's saying. And this is not the mentality that we should be having for this badge. You know what I mean? We should be going out there and we should be at least scoring more than 2 goals, and it at least coming from just one player. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's that. And then he also says, then he also says, well, it's happening way too often now. I've never seen anything like this at Bayern before. Luckily, it was in a Bundesliga match and we are 9 points ahead. But now we're planning for the next week, basically, is what he's saying. This should not happen to us anymore. Nevertheless, we admit that it was a deserved defeat today. So he's basically saying, well, yeah, we got beat and they deserved it. So yeah, no, I agree with that 100%. And the players do need to look themselves in the mirror, because at the end of the day, they are the ones that got butchered by Bochum. You know what I mean? And you know, the fans are the ones suffering. Of course they are as well, but they have a nice paycheck to take. We don't. You know what I mean? This is the love. But yeah, let's carry on. And then some good news, which actually is good news. I don't know why I did that. Good news, Alphonso Davies on his way to recovery. There's a best case scenario. Good news for Bayern Munich, and especially for Alphonso Davies. The comeback of the 21-year-old Canadian is getting closer and closer. As Julian Nagelsmann revealed on Saturday, the left back is on the right track. In the past weeks, numerous horror reports have been circulating about how much Alphonso Davies will miss. According to reports, the defender was threatened with months-long break. In the meantime, there was also talk of a him competing at the end of the season, and then Julian Nagelsmann has said and given an update saying, fortunately, he's on the road to recovery. It's going to take a little longer, but the danger in the heart has almost disappeared. The 21-year-old left back was diagnosed with, I'm not even going to be able to say what that is, so I apologise, in January. And according to Nagelsmann, however, the rehab went okay, I think is what it says. And it says here, there are still one or two things that still need a little time. There is another check-up appointment in 2 weeks. The best case scenario has occurred as far as the healing process is concerned. So basically, he will be back soon. The thing with issues like this isn't an injury. You know what I mean? Like, you could get surgery and then you get rehab and blah, blah, blah. This is very, very dangerous, of course. So it's good news that he's on the right way, and I wish him nothing but the best. The guy is an absolute don. I love him so much. Just in general, just everything about him, you know, the TikTok, even him off the pitch, shall I say. He's just funny, and then on the pitch, he's an absolute don. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video though. Smash the thumbs up button if you have enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you haven't already, check out the player ratings, hit the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up, and yeah, that's gonna be me done. Till then, Mia, peace out.